Today we're going to draw Bluey.
That's right. Today we're going to have a super fun time drawing the super cute Bluey character from TV. And it's all especially for Interaxcity's Art Week. My name's Dave. I'm also known as the Sandwich Bag Dad. And I've got my special helper here, Millie, who's going to help us draw a super easy version of Bluey. So here's the Bluey that we drew earlier. I'm going to show you how we did it. We're going to all have a go. And the best thing about drawing is that everyone can do it. And even if you're not too happy with how it turns out, you just got to keep practicing and practicing, and eventually you'll get it. Today's drawing is going to be done on sandwich bags, but you really don't need to use sandwich bags. You could use paper, you could use cardboard. We just need a pen and something to draw on. Maybe don't draw on your dog or on the walls because your parents won't like that, but anything else is fine. So let's get started. So the first thing we're going to draw with Bluey is his eyes, and in this particular version you can see a full eye, which is sort of like an oval shape. So round about the middle of your page, it doesn't really matter, you got to give yourself some space. We're going to draw an oval. That's it, make it nice and dark. And in the middle of the oval we're going to draw another little oval, which is going to be the inside of his eye.
And also it's okay if it looks different, because
absolutely, everyone's going to have a go. From the middle of the oval we're going to draw a line out about that long, about as long as his eye is deep. And then from there we're going to draw what sort of is a bit of a triangle, an upside down triangle, and that's his nose, or her nose I should say. It's a she. And then you can leave a little bit of a gap on the top for the shiny bit of the nose and colour the rest in. Looking good, Millie. And then we're going to draw the rest of the eye. Now the second eye is a bit hard to see because her snout is covering the bottom bit of the eye. So we're going to draw...
only going to draw half.
That's right. We're going to do a half an oval. Now we're going to leave a little bit of a gap from where the first eye was. And we're going to draw an oval, and it's going to go round about to where the start of the nose is. So go round to where the nose sort of starts. And then we're going to draw another half oval inside, which is the top of the eye. So like that. Alright, the next step is to do Bluey's eyebrows. And those are sort of a bit like worms or bananas, yeah. So on top of the big eye, we're going to draw a little wormy shape, pointing up a bit.
Or banana shape.
And then on top of the other eye we're going to draw another banana shape wormy thing.
It's banana wormy thing.
And then we're going to go from in between, just I guess a little bit over from her eye, and we're going to draw a line straight up that just goes right near that eyebrow and stops. The line going up there and stopping just there.
So,
yep, that's it, draw up. And then we're going to draw another line. Now this line is going to be, if you measure sort of roughly the space from this part of her face, this line we just drew, to her eye, about the same amount from that bit that way. And we're going to draw a line starting up where the eyebrows start and draw down. We're going to stop it about there, just past her eye, because we need to leave some room for her arm. Alrighty, that's starting to look great. Now we're going to draw across the top of her head, and this is a little bit of a tricky one because we want to stop and not go through where our eyebrows are. So we're going to draw up until we hit an eyebrow, and then we're going to pick up our pen. And then we're going to draw another bit of the head and pick up our pen and finish it off. So there we've got the top of Bluey's head. It's looking awesome. Brilliant job, Millie. Now Bluey's ears are sort of these triangle shapes. So the first ear goes up with a diagonal shape and then comes back down to where the eyebrows are. Like that. And come back down. That's it. And the next one starts where the eyebrow, this eyebrow ends, goes up and down to the end of the shape. And then she's got these little triangles inside her ears, which are the different colour.
That one's a bit small.
Doesn't matter, it's looking great, Millie. Everyone's having a go, and that's the most important thing, and it's just having a go and having fun. Now we go from where her nose is, and we draw a diagonal down, which is the bit of her snout, and then it turns in, goes towards her eye, goes a little bit up, and then does a bit of a funny shape like that to make the smile of her mouth, and then round. Looking great. Then we're going to do some teeth, which are basically just at the top of the mouth. That's it. And we're going to do a little tongue, which is just at the bottom of the mouth. And then we can close off her mouth like that. Looking good, Millie. And then we go from the bottom of her snout and we draw a line down, which is the rest of her body. Yep, go straight down. And then we come and we turn around and we draw the bottom of her tummy, I guess. Now we can fill in her left arm, which is sort of on her right looking at her. And that is basically about where her snout is. Just a little bit below, we're going to draw a line up. And another parallel line up for the top of her arm.
So here?
Yep. We're going to then draw her paw, and her paw has got a little bit of a semicircle. Yep, that bit. Yep. And then the rest of her paw is a line with a bulge, another bulge for another bit of her paw, 3 bulges like that, almost like a cloud. And then it comes back to her arm. And that's her arm. We're going to do the other arm now, so we go on the other side, and this one starts about a little bit in from where her body is, and goes up in another diagonal like that.
Like here?
Yep, perfect. And we draw another line next to it, going down not quite as far. Then we're going to draw her paw again, and we go a little bit in, and we draw, connect the two, and then we do the 3 bits of her paw, which is 1 bounce, 2, 3, just like that.
And it's okay if each hands look
A little bit different? Absolutely. We're doing our own version of Bluey. And then we go from the bottom of that hand we just drew, and we're going to finish off her body, which is a straight line down and a turn right at the end.
And there's still a little bit of space.
Yep. And now we're going to draw her feet, and her feet are quite easy compared to the rest of the body. We're going to go a little bit in from the bottom of her body and straight down, not too far. And next to it, we're going to draw another line which goes down a bit further. Like
Also
that.
starting to look good.
That's it, Millie. Keep going. Yep. And then we're going to do the same on the other side. We're going to have a long, well, the first one's a longer line, and the second one is a shorter line. And then we're going to go around and draw her back paws, which are basically that sort of shape.
How do you do that?
We go round, stop, round, stop.
So it's like a half of the circle.
That's right. It's a bit of a half circle with some lines in it. You could do it that way too.
Do a line.
Yep, and a bit more of a circle. And then we're going to do her other paw, not her arm. We've already done her arm, and that one's about the same. We've sort of got Bluey, but something's missing.
Tail.
Her tail, that's right. So her tail comes off the bottom.
And her spots.
And her spots, true. Good spotting, spotter. The tail is a bit of
I'm still drawing.
Oh, sorry, I'm going to wait for you, but I'll show you. It goes up like that.
I can't see because I'm...
That's looking amazing, Millie. And I hope everyone who's watching is having a go and is really happy with how theirs is turning out. So the tail starts over there, and there's a little bit of a line up.
Like,
Yep. and then you should go above and do another line up. You did your other line here like that. And then her tail is a bit almost like her paw again. It's a straight line with a bump, bump,
But just
bump,
4 bumps.
4 bumps this time down.
It's like she has 3 arms.
Yeah, almost. And then we just have to draw a little bit of detail, which is a line from one side down, a bit of a curvy line down. And there's Bluey. Have we finished?
No!
Oh, what are we missing?
Spots!
Spots and all the different points for her colours. You're right. So she's got 2 spots on the back, and they sort of go from under where her arm is. They're semicircles. They go like that.
So they like
Half circles is another
But
word.
one is smaller and one is like a
That's
bit
right.
larger.
So we draw 2 semicircles down the bottom. And then we're going to draw the bits where it's dark. And those are sort of hidden by her eye and her snout.
That?
Yep, perfect. And then we go back to where we started on the top. We go from this eyebrow, and we just go from this eyebrow down to that eye. So it goes like that.
And there's no such thing as perfect.
That's right. And we go from this eyebrow down to there. We're making the area that's going to be blue, the dark blue, I should say. Then we go from the bottom corner of her eye and we go towards her hand, and we make a sort of line, a curvy line.
And
And
it's
that's also going to be blue.
starting to look like Bluey.
It is. Now we just need a little bit more detail, which is in her tummy. So we go from the, basically just a little bit in from her leg, and we draw up for her tummy like that.
And then we just need a colour once we finish.
So we do her tummy, which is boom, boom, that's it. And go the other side, that's it. And then we start on her snout. There's a little bit more detail. And there's 2 lines here because they're slightly different colours. But we basically go in the middle of her snout, and we draw down for a bit, follow the curve of her nose, and
So that's what we're drawing.
yep.
So we want to go here.
And then right next to it, we draw a really thin line because that's actually a slightly different colour. And there you have Bluey, sort of. Now we need to colour. So here we are, we've finished our job. All the colouring is done and they look awesome. Millie, well done. Super job. That looks awesome. That's all for today. Let us know with a like or a comment what else you'd like us to draw. And
Have a blue day.
have a Bluey-ful day.